Oh god, that's loud. Okay. Dum-ba-dum-dum. Yo, what's up, Swords? So I had a thought, actually. Although, well, I had a thought. In fact, I've had this thought like a million times, but Pierce Snowy Mountain. I'm gonna have to reread that hint for like the 50th time, but like, this was the first mountain that comes to mind when you say a pierced mountain. And like, I always think of it, but I'm like, this isn't a snowy mountain. And I remembered it has snow on it, actually. I think. Well, actually, I don't know if it has snow, but I know it's cold. So I'm gonna check it out. Although, the main thing that I'm really thinking is I probably actually already tried this before in a past life. But who knows? Maybe it's just... Yeah, there's no snow up here. Okay. And once again, like, what does it mean to be the peak whenever there's, like, literally two peaks? Alright. Am I muted? I'm probably muted. I'm not muted. Wah! Okay. I'm gonna go this way, I guess. Yeah. What? Oh boy. Oh my god, that was a little bit not in the right direction. Ah, I'm just not I'm gonna go that. I failed to get on my shield for some reason. Okay. There we go. What? I'm gonna place my beacon on this mountain or something, because this is gonna take me a few more tries, apparently. What do I have on my feet? Yeah, that's good. May as well down one of these as well, I guess. Can only help. Okay. Great. Nice. Diamond. What is that? Oh, it's a skull. Okay. There's a base over there. Neat. That's probably what my chest detector is pulling me towards also, I guess. there's something over here as well, though. Probably somewhere around here on the sledge. I just passed it, wherever it is. Oh, here we go. I guess there's a little bit more ground to cover over here, huh? Dang. Yo, what's up? Wait, where are these trees? They don't exist, do they? Oh, I'm just blind. Alright. Cool. This is pretty hopeless, except it's really not that hopeless at all. Alright. Oof. Alright. In theory, there are like 2 more trees over here. And those 2 trees are suspicious because they're trees. Well, I found some boulders to break at least, I guess. They're not trees, they're bushes. This keeps happening. It keeps happening. Alright. So if I just like kind of fly out in this direction, am I gonna like hit like a little, like a doo-doo, you can't go this way, you've reached the edge of the world? Or am I gonna like zone out? I think at this rate I'm gonna zone out no matter what, but... Oh my god, you can go pretty far out. It's warm! Oh, is that what the deal is? There's just like wind that blows against you? Oh, that's kind of lame. Ah! Why is that such a, like, tempting looking ledge when there's almost certainly nothing down there? Okay, I can't see anything. I'm not going down there. Oh no. There's an invisible wall eventually, okay. Oh gosh, I've have company. Oh no, that's a bird. Okay, well, fine. It's like, there's like a Lizalfos like sitting here waiting for me. I'm like, oh god. Master Sword has been restored, okay. Oh yeah, I really like went way further than I was expecting. I totally missed this camp and everything. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. I can get back to it from, you know, later, I guess. Forget that. My Korok senses are tingling. Oh, that was weird. Well, this doesn't look like a treasure chest, huh? This is way too tiny. Oh, yo. Okay. Well, that's something. What's good for you? I mean, I guess the Claymore will do the trick. Once I get him down. Suppose I don't need fire arrows too badly for this guy. What? This is right. Yeah, okay. So... yeah. Kind of making the rounds here, eventually. Oh, gosh. No, don't make me jump off the mountain. Ah, that's so bad. Oh my god, where am I going? Alright, hold on, I have a plan. Literally where? Am I supposed to, like, is the trick here to hit the ground and then start running? Or, like... It's getting further away. Dang it. The intention was to not land, save my game, and then reload. God. I'm like all the way back over here. What the heck? God dang it. Stinking Koroks. Well, so much for fighting that Hinox. That kind of didn't happen. Oh, still going. Whoop! Yeah. Yeah. That's the file, the one that was possibly gonna hundo, yeah. I still don't really think I'm gonna hundo, but possibly, I guess. Right now the goal is basically to just explore Hebra some more. I don't know. I might... Oh yeah, the system. I might go off and do something crazy later on, but... Yeah. Well, that's kind of part of it, is like... I haven't done most of the DLC stuff. This spring is nice, but you know which spring is really great? The hecking fishing pond in Twilight Princess. Best place in the entire game. Doesn't seem to be very much lying in wait for me here. Oh, they're all inside. Okay. Oh god, Silver Moblin. Shoot. That's never fun. Silverill's office. That sucks even more. Well, actually, the Moblin is way scarier, but... God, my aim sucks. Unfortunately for me, these guys are actual morons. I cannot, like, headshot this guy, though. He's giving me a hard time. Yeah, it's treasure chests. That's right. Ow. One could say that may have gone, could have gone better, but whatever. Mipha usually gets used in these fights and then comes back by the time I find another one, so it's kind of whatever. Alright, this thing is busted. Unfortunate, but... disappointed these guys didn't drop arrows. Yeah, see, that's kind of the thing. I'm like, why should I heal ever if Mipha's just gonna save my life? And, you know, it's totally free. Because she'll be back. And also, it's Mipha. So, win-win-win situation, basically. And now I have full health. Yeah, that's pretty smart. I don't know how many I have on me right now. I had 0 when I started the other day. I ended up going to a fairy fountain at some point and picked some up, but I didn't like do a very good job of getting them, so I don't think I have that many. And I think I lost one as well at some point, so I've got like 1 or 2 fairies at most at the moment. I mean, I suppose like I could pause the game and check, but like, who's got time for that? And more to the point, who can find things in the inventory? Let's be honest here. Right, this is a taller mountain than I was expecting. Guess what? It's Katakora. Good. These guys have got their own, like, little snowboard course over here, huh? Isn't climbing these mountains with his bare hands? Like, how does he not have, like, third-degree frostburn? Oh, hello. That was a pretty good one, huh? Yeah, screw this. I like how there's like 3 whole bows that even exist in the game anymore at this point. It's like the Royal Bow, the Lionel Bow, and the Falcon Bow. The only ones I see. And I see them all the time. It's crazy. Well, the Lionel Bow is kind of my own fault, but, you know. See, nerd. Oh yeah, we probably don't want fire. Well, okay, I thought there was bomb arrows actually. I was gonna say, we probably don't want bomb arrows against that guy. That would be both overkill and possibly make a mess of things, but fire arrows probably would have been fine. Also known as finer arrows. I think should be theoretically possible considering apparently it's possible to beat the game with neither bows nor weapons. So and I think it's also like technically possible to beat the game without a shield, except well, there's two things. If you just go straight to Ganon, I guess you can fight him with bombs, and it's horrible, but apparently possible to actually kill the final boss with just bombs. But if you want to do like all main dungeons, on your way to Naburis, you're given a shield, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you can, like, you know, elect not to use it, I guess, but it's, like, kind of awkward. Because it'll auto-equip, you know. You can't really say you've, like, never used a shield. The heck? I mean, yeah, that's basically how you have to spin it, is like as soon as you get that thing, you just get rid of it. And then of course the bow of light is like a thing in the final fight, but that's like, I don't know, also kind of special. I'm not really sure how that, I don't remember that fight very well at all. I've only done it once ever. And that was like midway through my first playthrough, so you know, not only was it like a year ago or whatever, it's also like 300 hours in playtime ago. Yeah. I kind of figured it was required. So, that being said, of course, you know, bow only would make a fine category for just beating the game. And I think it would probably be more enjoyable than bombs only or whatever. But yeah, that shield in the desert is like pretty awkward if you want to do all dungeons, which you probably kind of do because I don't know, just fighting Ganon doesn't seem that interesting. It won't take very long for you to get to Hyrule Castle. And like, frankly, you're not gonna find all that much by going out of your way that you can't just get at the castle. So Wait, so you're trying to tell me that the, like, bow of light is actually just firing ancient arrows? Because that would be hilarious. Whoa, nice. Kind of sounds like that might be the case. Hmm. Yo, what's up, buddy? Yeah, like I said, I don't really remember the fight very well, but... Hello? I can't get off this, like, spot. Dude, I mounted this bear in the worst possible place. I literally can't move. And yes, I'm holding CL. Oh! Oh, you were so dead. Holy crap. What a nerd. Well, I've used this thing quite a bit, so I may as well trade it out for a different one. I suppose. His sword is pretty good as well. Might be nice to have one of those that I could use like when I'm fighting moblins or something, but I guess I do already have the, well, the ancient sword will probably break really fast. That's like the typical problem. Alright, I need to stamp this. Ugh, every time, dude. Zoom back out so I can see what all is going on here. Alright. Do 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 do. Bump, ba-dum, bump, bump. Bump, ba-dum, bump, bump. I like the Hinox music in Triforce Heroes better, I'll be honest. Although, that song was really good, so... And that was one that had like a, you know, an intro and the Hinox would show up, and so like, if you were a cool kid, you'd do your little cheer emotes to the beat of the music, and like all the links would be cheering to the beat of the Hinox song, and it was just, man, I miss that game. Triforce Heroes is really good. It like, I don't know, it feels like no one talks about it. It's not like people say it's like a bad game, it's just no one says anything as far as I ever hear. It's just like kind of forgotten about because, well, it's a multiplayer game and I don't know, people didn't play it, I guess. But it was really good. It was a really fun game. It's kind of like yes and no, because I found that even playing with, you know, random people online, it was still very enjoyable. So like the actual single player mode is like pretty not that great, yeah, but it's like the thing that I always hear is like, oh, I don't have like friends, so like I'm gonna not buy this game. Like you could still have a good time online or whatever. And like honestly, there's like kind of this really interesting dynamic that comes up when you're playing with people that you have like very limited communication with. And it's like also, I don't know, you don't really get screwed too hard by like other players like being, you know, bad at the game or whatever. Because I don't know, you like find that people will help each other out and like kind of guide each other when someone's having a hard time. And like the game allows for that, and I think that's, I don't know, the way that a lot of the stages are designed like makes for a lot of different like potential like team dynamics. Like if you have like a whole bunch of good players, like you can do like really cool stuff. If you have like one good player and like, you know, other bad players, like good player can like kind of, you know, carry or whatever without like, you know, without like just having all the fun. Like the other players can still like have a good time. I don't know, it's hard to describe without like having the game in front of you, but Korok is canon. That being said, some of the like actual challenge stuff was like legitimately really hard, and like yeah, you weren't gonna get away with having people that were crap at the game, but usually people that were like crap at the game weren't going for the challenges anyway. Like they weren't part of that. So I don't know. It all works out. That being said, some of the challenge like. So the way it worked, like, I guess I'll describe this since we're like on the topic now, and I don't know how many of you actually played the game, but there were, oh boy, now I'm trying to remember actual numbers. The numbers aren't important, but there were like 8 worlds or so with I think 3 levels each. But each level had more than just the like beat the level. Each level had beat the level as like one objective, and then there were, I think it was 3 challenges for each stage. And so like you would have to do all the levels 4 times in order to like 100% the game, I guess. And so the challenges were things like you know, like a time trial, for example, would be like one of the obvious ones. So, you know, you have to finish the stage in X amount of time, except also there's like the mechanic where there's hourglasses that you can pick up around the stage to give you more time back. Like that kind of a challenge. So you just have to do the stage under that constraint. There was another one that was it was like a balloon hunt or something. I don't quite remember exactly, but there were like balloons scattered around the stage and you had to pop them all, and there were like a lot of cool interesting uses of like the various tools, items, whatever, that you could use to figure out how to pop the balloons. And there were some like kind of puzzly things and stuff like that. But the one that I was thinking of, and I don't know why this came to me as the first one I thought of, because I think it was actually kind of rare. Oh, I do think there was an instant death one. I can't actually remember that there was, but I'm sure that there was something like that. Anyway, the one that I'm remembering was it was this like it was kind of like the crap, which game had this? I don't know, it's from some Zelda game. But there's like an orb that you have to escort, I guess. Escort
it's probably the wrong word because instantly you think of horrible things, but you got to carry this orb from the start of the stage to the end of the stage, right? However, the orb has got this like radius of light that it shines around it, and if you're not in the range of the orb, you're like quickly taking like poison damage, and so you're like doing this crazy stuff where you gotta, you know, kind of keep close together, but also you can't always afford to, and also you're carrying this orb around, and that was interesting in its own right because, um, like there were some places where just getting the orb itself to like certain locations was more difficult than getting your links to that location, just because like you had to like maybe throw it somewhere or you know whatever, because part of solving the level like involved tossing links around. So like you couldn't, I don't know, you didn't have like spare hands or whatever. Like it just wasn't possible. And you definitely had to trade the orb off because different players get different items. That was another thing like about that like was a pretty interesting dynamic about the game was, oh, this is cute. At the very start of the level, there's like 3 items, and you know each link picks one, and that's like what you've got for the whole stage. And so if you're playing with like random people, sometimes there was this interesting like kind of race to the items that you wanted. But like usually it was like, you know, a few people would sit back and wait for like one person to go pick an item and then be like, okay, I'll take like this one, and then you know other person like takes the last one or whatever. But the other thing was that I guess this is kind of like a core feature of the game. The costumes that you wore had various effects on, you know, things. Like maybe they gave you more health, maybe they gave you more damage, but there were a lot of costumes that specifically affected particular items. And so like maybe there was a costume that made the boomerang more powerful or made the bow like shoot 3 arrows in like a little try shot or whatever. Or you know, made the bombs big or whatever, right? So like specific costumes. And so the very, very beginning of every stage, you would choose the costumes, and you could see what other people were picking. And so, like, if someone like instantly just goes in on like the boomerang costume, and like you know the stage at this point usually when it gets important, and there's like the boomerang on that stage, you're just like, okay, well, obviously they're gonna pick the boomerang, so I'd better pick like, you know, the arrow costume so that I can get the arrows, and then you go and like kind of sort it out at the beginning. And then usually there would be someone who just like goes with something safe, like I don't know, extra health or whatever. So like the whole like party loadout thing was also pretty interesting, especially because like if you're playing with random people, there's like no actual communication with that regards other than your selections. So like you just pick a thing, and that's like kind of like, you know, maybe someone will pick something else and you'll have to decide to like change your mind or whatever, but so no, really cool game. Hmm. This is where I thought this was. Like, and all that aside, of course, like, I don't know, it's just like the gameplay mechanics themselves were solid. It was just, fun to move around, and it was just fun to play. You got the Pegasus boots, like, built in. The gameplay is just like A Link Between Worlds, and you got the Pegasus boots, like, all the time. And so, how that goes. Whoa, is this a bridge? What the heck? Is this part of, like, the course or something? I'm surprised the Korok isn't going nuts right now. You would think that there would be something under this. One might assume that the bridge has something under it. It is a bridge after all. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, now that I've said all that, there's a few Hinox fights in in Triforce Heroes, and the main Hinox fight that, like, is very, very memorable. Okay, and so I'm remembering now. One of the challenges on one of the stages, and it was this stage with the Hinox fight, had this as one of its things. So there was the balloons that I was talking about, that sometimes you have to pop all the balloons in the stage to, like, clear the challenge. There was, like, an opposite mode of that where there were balloons all over the stage, and if you popped any of them, you instantly failed and had to start all over. And these these are some of the most brutal challenges in the game. And there was a stage in, like, the mines. There was, like, a mine area. Death Mountain, lava underneath, all this good stuff, and you're riding in minecarts all over the place. And basically the way that stage worked, I think it was pretty much for the entire level. You would just, like, hop in a minecart, and the minecart would take you around on these tracks, like, pretty fast. And there were, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 switches around this, like, cycle. And you have to hit all the switches, and then it would open up a branch on the tracks, and it would take you to the next, part of the level or whatever. And so, like, there's these targets that you're trying to hit with various different items. I think it was a boomerang, some arrows, and bombs. And, like, each of the switches were kind of designed to be optimized to be obtained with one of those items, or hit with one of those items, right? But now you've got all these balloons all over the place that you're trying not to pop in the meantime. And they were placed in pretty evil spots. And so after all of that, there's this crazy boss fight against this Hinox, where there's 2 tracks, one in the, like, this middle and one on the outside, circling around each other, and the Hinox is in the middle on the minecart, and you're on the outside on the minecart, and you're just, like, shooting arrows and throwing bombs at each other, and, like, this whole craziness. And the whole time there's these balloons all over the place that you're trying not to pop, and it's absolutely absurd. The game was a lot of fun. There was like a battle royale mode too. It was just like you go in and beat each other up free for all style. And that was like its own side thing. And that was pretty fun too, although there was some pretty powerful cheese strats depending on your costume and depending on the stage or whatever. Yeah, I've heard good things about Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. So, that's, sounds pretty exciting. And that's coming to the Switch, right? Yeah, I still don't own a Switch, so there's that, but... This is a pretty powerful open field here. Is there gonna be some kind of something to fight? Oh, there's a guardian. Whoa. That's unexpected to say the least. I don't have, like, the end goal of getting all the Koroks, but I am going to get every Korok that comes across my path, and I'm gonna explore as much of the game as I feel like, so... I think that I do probably want to maybe get all the bosses, because I feel like that's like a pretty good indication that you've at least done a decent job of covering the map. And I obviously want to do all the shrines and like then the DLC content, the Master Sword Trial and the new dungeon or whatever, new shrines. So those are like kind of the major things. Like I'd be more than happy if like I ended up with like, I don't know, 800 Koroks or something, cuz I'm like well on my way. I almost have 700. And there's still like quite a bit of the map I haven't explored yet, so and like places that I expect to be much more dense in Koroks than like Hebra. It's kind of like, I'm here now, so I guess I'll keep, like, trudging along through the snow, although I'm almost, like, I don't know, do I really want to, like, go down here? I may not, like, go back on the back ridge anytime soon. I may save that for a later date, because that seems pain. I mean, I guess, but this is like nothing compared to like the Gerudo like Highlands or whatever. There's so many Koroks there. Or places like, I don't know, the jungle area. I felt like there were like a zillion Koroks in like a single jungle area. Whereas here it's like, yeah, there's like one or two Koroks per like mountain peak kind of area. Should probably save. And there's the Zora Highlands. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes with what we were saying the other day about how, you know, the areas around the dungeons don't really usually have anything. Although there are Koroks up there. It's not like there's actually zero, but yeah. Well, there may not be many Koroks, but there are a crap ton of Lizalfos, and they all drop arrows. So that's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's where I got like more than half my arrows, and I have like 200 arrows. You know, somewhere up here might not be a bad spot for me to place the beacon, actually. I don't know, this isn't exactly central to, like... Well, it actually kind of is pretty central to what I have left here. This region is a little awkward, but... Beacon, where it's at, is definitely not very useful anymore, so... I'm gonna put one down. Is it really just the one Guardian up here? This is like a really big open field here. I don't think I've been there yet this playthrough, although I know where you're talking about. Don't remember that many Guardians being in Hebra. Yeah, I don't remember there being any Guardians in Hebra, so I guess one would be more than I remember. What are you? Oh, I see. I've only encountered one Lynel as well. I found a Lynel, I found this Guardian, and then I found a Stalnox and a Equinox, and a couple Frostalis. That's about it. kind of run in towards the center here in case there's one of those weird Koroks that runs around in a circle. Okay. Oh, or just like a rock in the middle of the field. That's cool. Well, I guess this field has been validated. Korokadated. You know, heck yeah. Hit me up, let's go. Just scanning for Koroks after all. Oh yeah, it's probably not a good idea to drop my horse down the mountain. I mean, you never know, but it's probably not a good idea. Oh, I guess there's a bunch of Lynels over on the eastern, like, low Hebra. For some reason I forgot about that. It's not really part of the mountain, but yeah, there's a ton of Lynels in Hebra, counting those, which I guess they do count after all. Alright. Seem to have explored this area pretty well. There's probably a treasure chest over here somewhere. In the wall, maybe. Yeah, there's 3 in the snowfield. Oh, that's a problem. Ow, I'm on fire. Ah, everything is on fire. Wait, those Zophos ended up like off the cliff. Kind of like I almost did. Oh my gosh, please. Oh, God. Yeah. Crap. Yikes. This looks rough, 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 rough. Excuse me? Oh, fine. Oh my God. Oh. Alright, here we go. Ready for this. Huh? 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 What? What just happened to that guy? Like, really though, what was that all about? I mean, hey, that could have gone worse. That was pretty okay. Got my crappy reward, probably a royal bow or something. Oh my God. Ask and you shall receive something worse. I had no idea Urbosa's Fury lasted that long on normal enemies. Those guys were petrified for like a solid like 30 seconds or something. May have even been longer. I have no idea how long that was. Long enough to kill almost all of them, and there were like 5, so... One of them died, like, outright because... I think I smacked him or whatever, but... How did that get equipped? That's weird. Okay, so I've doubled back up to the top here. Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, so... Whoa. Looks cool. This is such a wide, like, slope here. It's crazy. Yeah, I kind of passed on this ledge earlier. Let's go catch some trout. If they're still here, that is. There's ducks. That doesn't quite help my cause here. Yo, stealthin', buddy. I wouldn't jump out of the water if I was a stealthin' trout, I'll have you know. Pretty terrible job of stealthing, one might say. These guys are pretty hard to see, though, after all. There's one. Wait, that's not what I wanted. I feel hecking betrayed. Okay, there's a whole bunch over on the other store, too. Whoa.
These trees are such an epic throwback to Zelda 1, by the way. In case, like, no one ever noticed before. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious, but... I'm gonna go take a look at what's in the shop here. How do you get inside? Where's the entrance? Great Deku Tree, where is the door? Wait, where's the tree? What? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Yoi. What's this store? Oh, here you go. He's out of mushrooms. How hilarious is that? Like, why? How many mushrooms do I have? Are you kidding me? Holy crap. That's obscene, dude. Oh, wait, here's the mushrooms. Just kidding. Yeah, okay. What was sold out then? Maybe it was normal arrows. That would make a lot more sense now, wouldn't it? Well, I mean, if that's the case, I'm gonna buy these. Take them all, dude. No, I want them. Yeah, I'll change my mind. Yeah.
I just discovered that I have like 120 mushrooms. Look at that. And I've finished the quest. Nice. The enduro stuff is pretty good. The speed stuff is actually also pretty good. How many trouts did I end up with? Where's the fish department? I'm at fish. There we go. No. Oh, I have 9. That's pretty good. It's getting there. Alright, so how do I, like, leave this area in a reasonable way that gets me out to the back here? This is the... yeah. You know, honestly, this seems like my best bet. Although you can't really get out from there. Ugh, it's such a pain. I'm at fish. Man, I don't... yeah, where do I go from? This is such a crap, like, everything about this sucks. And that's the whole story. Alright. $695 Koroks. That means that with 5 more, I have 700 and 0 Koroks. Alright, I want to go off in this direction, I guess. And then... I'm not sure how much, if any, of this was explored with the Korok mask, actually. It's just kind of a path, so that makes it hard for me to... like, one would think that actually, my first time into Lost Woods, I wouldn't have had the Korok mask, you know? God, rain. I forgot that this existed. I've been in Hebra for so long. Okay, so I can... what have I got here? This is safe. I can finally put on, like, some gear that isn't... snow clothes. Yeah, seems good. Oh, and I can take this meteor rod off so I can actually have a real weapon equipped for once in my life. Well, assuming that there's anything I have that isn't zappy, aside from the meteor rod. Well, I guess this is good. So, who was that? That just got absolutely annihilated? There's a lot going on around this tower, and I'm not sure I'm willing to tackle it just right now. Does it matter that it's not nighttime right now? Is that gonna harm my chances here? I wish you could see fish with stop time. It's a little weird that you can't stop them, honestly. Apparently this is new. Oh, there's one. That's enough to earn me one upgrade, I guess. So that's cool. That's a duck. I don't think that was a stealth fin anyway, so whatever. Man, it's so weird that there's grass in this game. I can't believe it. Saving, huh? Why? Is this like close enough to the Hinox that it's like you should save your game? No. Like what the heck is over here that it's saving? Honestly don't know. I guess I'm kind of close to Hyrule Castle, so maybe it was like a Guardian safety save or something. Oh, there's a pack of Bokoblins on horses, I guess. That's fair enough. Boring, but you know, I guess that makes sense. Certainly makes my life easier, right? They're frogs. I don't want frogs, I want fish. Or Koroks. Koroks would be nice too. Going all the way around this lake is going to take a literal forever. There's not a Korok up here. I'll be very surprised. Oh, there we go. Dude, it's the mother lode. There's like 4 of them over here. I think one of them might be a mighty carp, though. There. Dang. Ah, dang. I failed the dash for some reason. I would have had him. Oh well, that's fine. I got a few. One of them was a carp, though, pretty sure. Kind of looked like it. I am very surprised. Alright. So what, these guys are like easier to spot at night or something because they glow in the dark? Is that the story? Seems like these guys are easier to spot at night because they glow in the dark. Isn't that right, mighty carp? You impersonator. Well, I would just use bombs actually, but I don't know. I don't know. Why am I using arrows? Should be using bombs, frankly. I'm gonna like make the rounds on the shops and see if I can't find some arrows, cause like I've gone through something like 100 arrows in recent time. And it's kind of not so good that I've used that many arrows. Like really. Like I still have a ton, but like I've been fighting at like a giant negative. It just doesn't sit well. Yeah, all the stealth stuff over here. I got the sneaky snails, I got these fireflies, I got the mushrooms, I got the fishes. What the heck? No one told me that CAC was in Northern Hyrule Field. Where are you guys at? I don't see any, so there's probably none here. It's kind of random, but I'll take it. It's pretty good to know about, actually. Crap. Yeah, there's spicy peppers over here. And this is pretty on the way to Hebra, honestly. At least from this direction. It's not that far off like the route that you would take with a horse, for example. Oh, I got my bombs out now, so I guess I have no excuse. This is in no way suspicious. Oh, there's already a Korok here. Okay, well. That's lame. How much tea is left? There was never any tea to begin with. No, I wasn't planning on going to them, so you know. I spent most of the day exploring this mess over here. Decided to take a break from the Icelands and come to the wet river of Moteness. Kind of work my way around the forest here. And I guess hit the Shroud of Shadows on my way around. And that'll also take me, I guess, eventually, kind of, to the Elden Leviathan, which I still need to get a picture of, so I can finish that quest. Woof, woof, woof. Why are there strong winds here? That's so weird. There's nothing down there. Oh, hello. What's up, nerd? Oh, yeah, that's new. So how much of, like, the other side of the river here can you, like, touch before you get zoned out? Like, is it just when you start going into the trees that it's a problem? Or, like, as soon as you climb up on the island? Or, like, what is the deal with that? Oh, you can't even get close to it. Okay, interesting. Did not consider that possibility. Hello? Oh my god. Yeah, so I've heard, and so I've seen. Got quite a few stealth fish on my way around so far. God, that sucks. It's so bad. Oh, is that 700? Good. Can't tell from here, can I? I have 255. It's max, right? Original joke, do not steal. Whose original joke though? What is this path? Oh, I kind of remember doing that. Kind of. Alright, let's time to go to Disappointment Isle, or whatever it's so known as. Whee! Oh god, it's over here. That's fine. Wow, nice wind. I mean, hey, if you ever need to farm Chujil, I guess this isn't so bad. This is pretty bad, actually. Hey, there's restless crickets here. You can't say there's nothing here. No, I didn't blow it up. It just blew away. Rolled away in the wind. There's more! There's a whole bunch of restless crickets that all flew away. I mean, good thing I don't actually need shoe jelly for anything. Boop ba doo. Well, this one. So yeah, what happens if I go towards the island then? Whoa. So where does this put me? Does this put me back at the entrance? Is it like actually awesome like that? No. Oh, that's no fun. Not that it matters, I was gonna warp right away anyway, but... Alright, what time is it? I'm gonna call that bedtime, I guess, for tonight. I wasn't paying attention. How many Koroks do I have? Oh, you know what? Okay, there's one thing that I want to do still. Where are we gonna do it? Let's do it... here. Let's see how many Koroks I have, because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I misread the number. I thought I had 698 2 Koroks ago. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. 700 next time I play, I guess. For sure. I could have done this at Great Hyrule Forest. But I don't know, I guess I'll do it here. Alright. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I'll be sure to give this a peek. Although I probably won't, you know, have a chance to play it anytime in the near future, but alright. See ya.